Hello, hello, my darlings, my loves. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Kylan. Today's pick a card. I love it. Who are you becoming and what do they think about it? I just love it. Okay, so the first pile here, we have this amazing Scarlet Woman energy. If that is calling you in, that is for you. And as always, if more than one pile resonates, it's probably that you're developing in multiply faceted ways. We're complex beings, right? We have heart drop here for pile number 2. So you guys listen to as many piles as resonate for you. Also, because this is timeless, sometimes one pile resonates at like later, you know. Abundance, pile number 3, and the Phoenix with this incredible like yab yum Buddha Buddha pose, tantric pose there is a thing. So my loves, piles of 1, 2, 3, or 4, pick one or as many as resonate for you. Let's find out who are you becoming and what do they think about it. Okay, hello, my Scarlet Woman energy pile ones. Oh my God. And by the way, shout out to any non-female identifying people who picked this energy nonetheless, because oh my gosh, everybody needs this energy. This is Empress energy. This is hot and powerful and serene and confident. I mean, this, if you are attracted to this, if this is what you are magnetizing to yourself, if this is the energy that's like resonating with you, wow. Pile ones. It's just gorgeous. And the Empress energy, I mean, this is the energy of creativity, but it's a very grounded creativity. It's a very sort of like where your feet are on the ground, but your head is up in the cosmos, okay? Because this is goddess energy, right? My loves, like the Empress is like not, this is not even about being a queen. This is about like the next level of that. Like the Empress is the Empress over, you know, queens. It's a much more expansive and expanded energy than any of the other divine feminines in the deck, in an earthly way. Okay, so again, it's like this is the energy kind of like of all the queens, right? So you have the passion and inspiration of the Queen of Wands, and then you have the sort of heart-centered knowing and the emotional mastery and the unconditional love being of the Queen of Cups. And then you have the earthly manifesting abundance energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And then you also have that like really intellectual, decisive, communicative, no BS taking energy of the Queen of Swords. And they're sort of all wrapped up into one in this Scarlet Woman. And you can really see in the gaze of these eyes, right, that it's like it's an energy that is potent, that is powerful, that would be intimidating to some, but really it's quite serene. It's just that the Scarlet Woman and you, my pile ones, are having and embodying this energy of sort of knowing who you are right now, knowing what you want, and having a clear vision, like a real like a really intact guidance system, and for some of you even a plan, like strategy for getting it, for manifesting it. Like this is really, really powerful. Now I'm hearing, okay, yeah, Spirit is saying that for some of you, my pile ones, this is the energy that you are coming into. It's sort of like it's a little bit on the horizon still for some of you, but it is the energy you are walking towards. And Spirit wants to remind you, my pile ones, that like whatever it is that you're walking towards and manifesting, the universe is also moving it toward you. Okay, and this is different. Again, like walking towards something is different from like grasping, longing, wanting. You can see there's no grasping, there's no desperation in these eyes. So yeah, so Spirit is really saying that this becoming for you, like you are becoming it, you are being it, and it is coming. Like both of those things are happening, and the universe will meet you in the middle. Oh my God, there's like a whole bunch of birds that are just like, yes, 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 and tell her this. I'm like, okay, guys, I got it. I'm in Florida right now. It's so nice here. I'm just taking a little break from winter, and this is the beauty of my work in the world and the life I've created is that I'm able to go when I want to go, and I can still work anywhere. And yeah, you guys are getting into that kind of power for yourselves. So I'm going to look here over here at the Transparent Tarot, which is like my new favorite fun tarot deck. It's so neat, and if you guys haven't seen the Transparent Tarot at work yet, you will love it. It's so cool. It tells the story kind of in a really interesting way. So we'll get to that, and let me just say hello. If you're new, I'm Kylan, and if you're returning, of course, welcome back, my loves, my kylinlights, you super high beings. I mean, oh my gosh, this energy, the vibrational frequency of you pile ones is like so on fire. I'm hearing for a lot of you that passion and inspiration energy really is the sort of the spark. It's the starting point that has got you guys on this Empress, on this Scarlet Woman path of becoming, and it's so beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, let's have a look here. Ooh, okay, I love that. The Lovers, who doesn't? Up, Ten of Swords, great. Let's get done with all of that. Yeah, let's get done with all of that. Up, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh, okay, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, your people, oh my God, okay, fair. Oops, sorry. The Spirit's like, more. Okay, we can do that. We can do that indeed. Oh, sorry. I almost never drop cards on the ground. And this Queen of Swords was like, I am coming out and you cannot stop me. All right, so it's like... okay. Normally, I would never pick a card up off the floor. Like it's just not, I don't know, it's just not the energy. But this Queen of Swords was just like, no, I need to speak here, and I need to speak to this reading. And ooh, okay, she wants to go right there. Now look at that Queen of Swords with the Ten of Swords. That's a beautiful story. But it was also like what I was hearing from Spirit is I'm coming out. And this card over here, we have the Hermit. Okay, what a beautiful depiction, by the way. It's like go, you're like been in your cave, you've been in your mountaintop, and this incredible realization has come to you guys. Okay, so you guys are like, you've been doing the work of giving the time and the energy. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. It wants to come over here. See, I love these. They're so clear about how they want to go. All right, look at that. So you guys have been doing the work. You've been putting in the time and the energy around, yes, around really opening yourselves to what is a heart-centered knowing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Spirit's like, they just love what you guys have done here and what you guys have created for yourself. And this incredible balance of this sort of heart-centered place and this place of compassion, coupled with this like this immense power. And I'm also hearing sort of like unyielding. So there's this balance, and it's this balance that's really reflected in the Scarlet Woman, but it's also reflected here in this sort of yin-yang energy of the Lovers, right? And there's a balance that has you like becoming someone who really has balanced their head and their heart. That like you know when to listen to your intuition, and then you know when to see again, it's that balance between, it's like strategy. It's that like you guys can intellectually see the way forward. I'm also hearing see the way out, so that there have been a series of interactions with people from your life. And this, for most of you, I'm hearing my pile ones, this is sort of like, this is a long time over your life, that it's not like there's a large group of people with whom you're having a struggle. It's more like that there have been individuals that have given you ish for you know, over the course of your life, and some of those have been repeating patterns, and some of those have been different things, but that you are now on a level where you just take none of it. Like it's literally like someone's like, here's my BS, and they try to hand it to you, and you're just like, oh, that's BS, and you give it right back to them. And that you're able to do this from this sort of like illuminated place of heart-centered knowing with compassion for that person, because they're carrying around this giant rock of BS trying to give it to people. And you're just like, yeah, I'm not going to take that. That's not mine. And so that this time of like, you really, I'm hearing that like people, yeah, okay. This is, by the way, if you're asking about how one person sees you, this is how they see you. But I'm getting for you, pile ones, that a whole bunch of the people are recognizing this. They've seen this up leveling, but more than that, they can see in your eyes that like, you know who you are, you know what you want, you know where you're going, and you're not going to take any BS. But there's not cruelty. You're not going to turn around and like stab someone with the sword. But what you are going to do is like just cut through any tethers, cut through any cords that need to be really cut through any BS. You're not like going around stabbing people. It's not, there's no, because hurt people. And this isn't about a hurt person. This is just someone who has been hurt and has done the soul searching and done the work to come out of their own learning experiences from having been hurt, to come into a very complete union of the self with the self with the universe, the self with, I'm hearing, your desires, what you want. The Scarlet Woman is very much like the divine feminine energy, in touch with her wants, in touch with her desires, able to manifest them. And there's no shame. There's like a shamelessness about it, but it's not ruthlessness. There's a difference. And people really see this extraordinary balance in you. It is also, for a lot of you, just straight up going to manifest finally you're equal. So the Emperor energy is going to come and respond naturally to this Scarlet Woman energy. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, again, that like that is on the horizon, because what's really mainly happening for you, my pile ones, is sovereignty. And even if you're in relationship, it's sovereignty in a relationship. I'm just hearing this like incredible balance again of this heart and mind is it's just, you've just so come into a kind of like new totality of your being. And I'm hearing that some people definitely are intimidated. I'm hearing that yeah, yes, okay, yeah, people are intimidated, and rightfully so, in the sense that they've learned now that they cannot mess with you even if they want to. Mostly, however, people are impressed. They're so impressed. Also, I'm hearing that there are people are going to start coming towards you, my pile ones, who really want to know how you got out of this Ten of Swords energy. Like how it is that that they've either watched you kind of go through things and come out the other side a queen, and they're really like, how did you do it? So that there's something about, for some of you, my pile ones, where you're going to become like a coach or a mentor or an advisor to people, and that they really, yeah, for some of you, I'm hearing you're going to write books, or there's like blogging, or there's posting on social media, or even just within your workplace, you're going to be someone that people come to get advice and seek counsel from, because you guys have really clearly come out the other side of a bunch of stuff, and like and beautifully. Again, I mean, look at how beautiful you are. I'm hearing that you guys really walk in beauty, and I've been hearing that from the beginning of this reading. Pile ones, this is so, so magnificent. I mean, let's just talk about this again. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Empress. I mean, ha! Yo! Pile ones too. Can I just say, like, acknowledge you, like, that you're here, that I get to do this reading for you. And I say this, I'm surprised how often I'm like, amazed, and then at the same time I'm not surprised at all, because like attracts like. And this is what, and like, you're here at my channel resonating with this sort of higher vibrational frequency of your highest possible timeline, because your spirit teams come to me for that, and you guys show up for this because you're ready to hear it. If you're here and you're receiving this, you are ready. This is who you're becoming, and people get it. They want your help. They want your advice. They're impressed. Some people are intimidated. But more than that, this moment, Spirit is like, yeah, okay, all right. I love when they get so excited and they like all chime in. The short story on this Lover's card is that like, you're equals. are showing up now because you are able to receive the return of the yeah, yeah, of that, like that highest possible timeline, that highest level frequency. So it's really is, again, it's that like attracts like, that like, okay, oh sweet, okay, they're like, Kylan, I've been doing this work and I've leveled myself up such that I have this channel and I get to connect with your like higher, you know, your higher beings for your highest good. And then that attracts you to this channel. And then you get these like higher messages because they're like, and I mean, again, the Empress, the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Hermit. I mean, come on. These are big, powerful, amazing cards. Similarly, you guys are doing the work. You will also attract these people to you with whom you then get to have these beautiful, heightened, high vibe exchanges of energy, exchanges of wisdom, exchanges of knowledge, and also fun. Like, I'm hearing some real fun for you. I mean, the Lover's card is delicious. And the Empress, like, you guys, the Empress knows how to have a good time. Like, the Empress, again, is in touch with her desires. Like, she is a I'm hearing pleasure beacon. Like, what is that even a word? But seriously, you guys, in your way of being, who you're becoming, something that people think about you is they're grateful because they're watching you and you are giving them permission to admit their desires and go after them as well. Like, you are role modeling for a lot of people, and that's something that a lot of people are thinking and perceiving and about you. You are being really uplifted in their eyes. Like, they really see you as someone who has created and co-created themselves really beautifully, like who you're becoming. And like, they just think like, yeah, I'm here. They think like, go you. Like, really, for the most part, the people in your lives, the people observing you are like, go you, because you are so walking in beauty and power simultaneously that it is an inspiration. It's so clear. Mostly, I mean, really, you're so beautiful. People can't even indulge in all that low vibe, like I'm jealous or da 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 da. Like, you're just so killing it. People are mostly just inspired by you. Wow, pile ones, that is gorgeous. Okay, the Divine Feather Messenger wants to talk to you guys. You got it. Gosh, I love this reading. Pile ones, who are you? Wow. I'm just gonna say this again. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Scarlet Woman. Ooh, Crow. Okay, that's powerful medicine. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Yes. You guys, truly, again, when I'm like, what was I saying? Like, you guys are an inspiration, okay? You guys, and this is part of that hermit soul searching and then coming out. Like, you don't have these eyes. And for a lot of you, by the way, you guys, your eyes are like people can see it in your eyes. They just like, and I'm hearing you're mesmerizing people, you're hypnotizing people. Like, if you want to go out and do some Jedi mind tricks, I'm like, you know, like, you've got that, you have that magnetism in this way, in like this energy of your becoming. And you can use this energy to create your reality. And like, you are doing nothing less than that. And people are seeing nothing less than that. They're really seeing your power and they want to know your secrets. So again, yeah, okay. Spirit is saying it's really important not to allow people to become a time or energy suck or drain. This is part of that, like, here's a bunch of people's garbage or BS and they're like, carry this for me. And it's just like, no, that's yours. You can put that down and then walk with me. But you're definitely not going to carry any of this for people. And it's sort of, I know, beautiful stone. The soda light's like, I'm not BS. You know, you're not. You're completely beautiful. Thank you for being thank you for being a little demonstrator for me, beautiful stone. My rock buddies. But you guys, it's like, yes, yeah, as a guide, and it's leadership. So it's, again, it's not like you're not carrying anybody. So if anybody comes to you and is like, carry me, lift me up, it's like, no, I can share with you how I lifted myself up. I can share with you what I used, but like that's it. Like you can kind of give them the tools, but don't let anybody try to get you to do the work for them because you're busy. You're like, this is, you have empires to build. And these empires are like personal and professional. It's like, this is about, again, being expanded, having expanded perspective, having expanded perspective from your heart-centered place, and having like a really keen mind where you can cut through stuff. So you're creating your reality. People are going to want to know how you do that, and you can share that information. But Spirit is saying very, very clearly, do not let people suck your time and your energy. You can put that information out there for people in a way that they can use it if they step up to use it. But there's no dragging anybody along, okay? Oh, I was just going to pull that one, but these guys like to fly. There we go. The goose. Oh, yes. And the ostrich. Yes. The goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Those Empress desires, you guys got to embrace them. You guys got to admit them, because you are now becoming someone who really can realize their dreams. And you can't give yourself or receive your dreams if you don't acknowledge them, if it's not admittance. So that's part of it, as well as this huge, again, this thing about like permission. You guys are role models. They see you as role models. You can accept that responsibility without it being a burden, but actually with it being that as part of your power, as part of your power path in this world. Okay, my loves? And it is a journey. It's meant to be fun. It's an adventure for you. Ostrich, the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Yeah, this is really speaking. I love that. I love it when they come out to like just so with the cards that they're really speaking to this Queen of Cups, like realization, this Queen of Cups with the Hermit. I mean, you guys really have gone inward, and I'm hearing that you guys have developed your own form of a meditative practice. For some of you, that's actually through like athletics and sports. For some of you, it's through creativity and your art. For some of you, it's just straight up meditation. For some of you, I'm hearing it's like yoga practices or like qigong. But whatever it is that helps you go deep within and focus and quiet the mind, you're able to activate and speak to and speak through a heart-centered place. And it just has you, your expansion is actually happening from there. And yeah, okay, your spirit team, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, your higher, okay, higher dimensional guides really want you guys to know and incorporate that when it comes to the chakra systems in the body, the heart is actually the central one. It's, you have your 3 lower chakras and your 3 upper chakras, right? So you have your, you know, you have your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and then, you know, there's ones above and below. Like there's like 15. But it's you have your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your navel chakra, and then you have your heart chakra. And then you have your and I'm skipping the high heart here because I'm going with traditional, the 7. And you have your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. The heart is here at the center. People tend to think of the navel chakra as the center because it's like your belly button. But actually, it's the heart is the center of being in the human body, in the human machine. And part of our sort of patriarchal, sort of male-dominated upbringing has had us in the energy of the ego, in the fiery and yang energy of the navel chakra, you know, culturally, believing that that's where personal fulfillment is meant to occur. But actually, sort of personal balance and fulfillment occurs from that heart-centered space, so that you guys continue to go into the truth you feel in your heart. That wisdom is what allows you, again, to have this peace and to have this power. And it is that crossing over. It is actually centering from that place and then utilizing the intellect, utilizing your communication skills, utilizing your clarity to cut through any bullshit, to not have to fall into these old practices or these old relationships or these old patterns that have been harmful, right? You are free of that in this very heart-centered balanced place, which has come out of that hermiting, comes out of, and you guys are, I'm hearing you guys really are tapped into anytime you need to go within. And I'm also hearing to continue in your regular practice of that, my pile ones. And for those of you who feel a little farther from the becoming, it's simply that incorporating those practices, that making sure you make time every day to be the hermit, to go into the cave and the mountain, and in whatever form, again, that works for you. That can be guided meditations, it can be like vipassana, it can be, you know, a yogic practice, it can be running, it can be martial arts, it can be creativity, you know, drawing, painting, it can be music, playing music, improvising. Like any of these things that get you into that sort of focused brainwave state are going to help you to continue to open and expand on that heart-centered level, and that is the center of this, of the all of the workings of this. And really too, this Lovers card is the universe loving with you in co-creation, my pile ones, that you really are manifesting this sort of reciprocal thing, and that is about creating your reality, and that your dreams and desires, like the really the ability for that reality to be a reflection of your heart-centered dreams and desires, and that because they're coming from that place of wisdom and truth. And that's alignment. Like you can't, that just works out. When you're in alignment, the universe is just like, oh, here's that other thing on your path. Here's that other thing. There you go. You need that? Great, you know? And they're like, and let us give you what you need because we know better than you. And you guys are like, cool, I'm relaxed in that. I'm hearing a little bit too of that Chad energy from the SNL. It's Pete Davidson, and I was just like, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Like it's just very relaxed. Like it just doesn't it's things don't phase you in the way they used to, because you know your power and you're in that heart-centered place. Wow, I love it. Okay, so the Prism Oracle just wants to finish up with some, like, yeah, some little energies about things with what people again are thinking and feeling, and this incredible becoming, pile ones. Wow, I love it. Now is the time here at kylinlight when I say, sink this in, receive this message, receive this becoming, become it now. Every moment, we're always becoming. So just sink it in, receive it. Type in pile 1, I receive it. When you use your fingertips, it kinesthetically puts that message into your body. So the nerve endings actually in your thumbs and your fingers send the message up through your nervous system into your neural pathways. It's just like, I receive it and you receive it. It's beautiful. Take it in. You can also re-listen to this message, I like to say as well. You know, if you take a walk or do a little dance, just something to put it in your body so you receive it. Again, in that heart-centered way, rather than in trying to intellectually understand the whole thing. The intellect is a tool. The heart is actually where understanding, truth, wisdom, and alignment fall into place in balance. And this is a very, very balanced being. This is so gorgeous. Like you get my pile ones. Ideation. Ah, I love it, love it, love it. Ooh, caution. Okay. So this is that thing about this. Yes. Yeah. All right. I'm going to start over here. No. Okay. Spirit's like finished with that. Okay. So I'm like, but the good news, they're like, start here, Kylan. So your spirit team, again, just wants to reiterate because, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. They're like, some of you were spacing out at that time in the reading. I don't know. That you really, that the pains of the past, the hurts you have been through have all been learning experiences, and that you have done the work and you continue to do the work to what they call keep your side of the street clean. So you really like continue to create a clearing and create a clearing. And for some of you, that does involve having to be in communication with people about what doesn't work for you. And Spirit is saying to be careful not to, again, not to stab anybody with the sword, but to use the sword to clear away any tethers, any, you know, you can chop away, you know, bushes and brambles and clear your path, but that in your communication, you want to speak from a heart-centered place with the directness and the clarity of a clear heart and mind. So when you are have some, and you're going to have to be, in fact, yes, they're saying in order to really become this Empress energy fully, that while most people are going to be reflecting this sort of lovers co-creating relationship with you, and most of your relationships are going to fall into this beautiful harmony, which we're going to get into, for those relationships that continue to come at you to and again, the word isn't test really, it's like it's about you continuing to refine your skills as a thinker, as someone who continues to clear their hearts and minds and their space around them, and to be in clear communication with people. That the more you practice that, the better you get at it and the easier you get at it. But that at first they're saying that you want to ground yourself and get centered. Sometimes they're saying you want to sleep on it before you have some of the more challenging conversations that you are inevitably going to have from this Empress place, because you can't be this energy without being willing to have difficult conversations. So avoidance is out of alignment. And avoidance is actually it's a way of dominating from a place of dis-ease. So it's a withholding that is lacks. Yes, that actually keeps things in your space with other people, and that the swords is all about clearings, and clarity. So they want you to cautiously make sure your heart and your mind are clear before you have these conversations, but also with caution, make sure you aren't avoiding conversations simply because you fear that they'll be difficult, because they are going to make all the difference, and you are in fact capable of having these conversations with clarity, with being definitive, without being righteous, without being hurtful, and that you can, from a heart-centered place, hear what other people are dealing with and hear their perspectives, while at the same time standing in alignment and true to your own perspective. And that both people can be honored in a conversation. Both people can walk away and agree to disagree from a place of love. And that is this incredible, this makes me want to cry, that is that incredibly beautiful balance that a being that is this great has, and that you are becoming that. People, again, are really going to come to you. They're really going to see your skill, and they're going to be like, I need to talk to so-and-so. What should I say? And you, having practiced this, you're just going to be such wise counsel, and people are already seeing you becoming this. They are seeing this in your path. They're seeing this in your future, and they just love you and admire you so much, my pile ones, and you really deserve it. I mean, this is the energy you are mostly in. And again, this ideation card, look at this. Look at the, yeah. Look at how we have here, we have the circle inside of this sort of like triangle inside of this heart, right? And here we have these triangles that make the square inside of this circle. And this again really speaks to the yin yang of what's going on here, and that you have like a heart-centered way of being. Okay, there's so much love and so much reciprocal love. And then you have ideation, where you have like a creative, clear, focused mind and ability to see things and speak things and create things from a place of clarity. The balance between your head and your heart, my Empress, divine feminine Empress energy pile ones, is just the most beautiful becoming. I can't make these up. I couldn't make up this reading. This is absolutely astounding. Pile ones, as I said, I hope you received this and typed in pile one, I receive it, or you did your thing, whatever it is, to sink this into your bodies, my loves. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a reading, my darlings. I'm posting a little bit irregularly lately, because I've got a lot going on. I have a big, beautiful life, but I am posting for you, my sweethearts. I love connecting with you here on my channel. So subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my readings over here at kylinlight. And beautiful pile ones. Just know you got this. And you are so admired and so very loved. Hello, my beautiful pile twos. I love that you guys are attracted to the energy of this heart drop. First of all, 44 is a number that has any resonance or meaning for you guys. Like, you might want to like check that out as in terms of being an angel number. But oh my gosh, this card is so about coming into a complete heart-centered knowing and centering of your being, right? So when we talk about what you're becoming, you guys are becoming like so integral, so balanced inside the core of the self. I went on a whole thing, Spirit was like with Bio 1, talking about how the heart chakra is actually the center chakra. And then in the traditional 7 chakra system, you have the 3 lower chakras of the navel, the sacral, and the root. And then the heart is in the center. And then above that, you have the 3 higher chakras of the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And the heart really being the center around which we balance both the above and the below energies. And this card is so about that balance and then the expansion from that place. From and inside of the culture most of us have been brought up in, which is patriarchal. It is very yang, very outward energy, very ego-based, and very doing focused. That is a navel center. And what's funny about that is the navel center is not the center of our being in balance. So it's been imbalanced. So now it is time for us to evolve into coming into that heart-centered place. And you guys, my pile twos, doing it. like you are becoming up-leveled beings. You are becoming way showers. You are light workers, and like you are dropping into that. This is the heart drop. You are dropping into that the way something clicks into place. It's like thunk. You guys are coming into your power and your personal missions. You are coming into a kind of whole and complete alignment from a heart-centered place. Also from a heart-centered place, it's just like love, 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 love. It is where we seat inside of that unconditional love that is truly the reflection of the energy of the universal being. Okay, like universal being isn't like in attached love. It's not in like conditional love. It's like love is like a way more expanded thing. You guys are becoming someone who gets that. You have not only a taste of it, but like it is dropping into you. That elixir of unconditional love is really starting to come in. For some of you, I'm hearing it's pouring in. That is spiritual awakening. That is like when you're like, I'm laughing, I'm crying, I'm having, do I take off all my clothes and run through the streets naked? And it's like, maybe not, but you know, maybe like what depends what street you're on, you know? And but like seriously, my loves, my darlings, my dudes, this is gorgeousness. I love that so much that your spirit teams flood into me lately. Since I've been doing so a little bit, I've been posting a little bit less regularly. When I get down and I sit down to it, your spirit teams flood in. They just have so much information for you. And I've really been as a reader. And hi, welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome to kylinlight, and welcome back, of course, if you're returning. I love you. Thanks for coming back. You know, I've been dropping myself more and more into a heart-centered knowing around when it's time to do a reading. So yeah, so it's just like the energy around what your teams are coming to me for and what they have to say to you guys when I sit down to do a reading lately is so beautiful. It's so intense and so wonderful, and I'm available for it. Like they know, they know. And I'm living my dream life over here, and I'm so about you guys living your dream lives. And really, that's what your spirit teams come to me for, to get you on those highest timelines. So this right now, in terms of what you're becoming, is this sort of highest possible timeline for you, for where you are. That like it really is time for you to do this heart-centered focus, to really fall into this energy. Okay, these want one more shuffle, and we're gonna look here at my holographic tarot, or as I like to say as a Star Trek nerd, my holodeck. I know. Do you love how I have to point that out every time too? I do, because I'm a Star Trek nerd. Okay, my beautiful heart drops, my pile twos. Now let's have a look at what they think about who you're becoming, because this is like spiritual mastery. This is becoming a very, very spiritual being. So heart-centered energy is so compassionate. Again, it's that unconditional love for the self and others. Oh, they see you being so generous. And they also, you guys, like people just, there's so much magnetism here for you. People want to give, give, give. Also, some people who have been thinking about you, some very loving, very, very sweet people from your pasts are going to be able to, yeah, they're seeing that the time is coming to come forward, that your heart is healing, and that your heart is opening, and that they're able to come forward and be loving toward you in a way that you weren't available to receive, is what I'm hearing. So they're really seeing that you're doing this work, and that your heart is expanding and opening. Beautiful. Oh, Nine of Pentacles, you guys. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. and the world. What? My kylinlights, you guys are just like the most magical, incredible beings. Who gets these cards? You should have seen pile one too. If you're attracted to pile one, you should see pile one. I mean, what the what? You are amazing human beings. Like, thank you so much for incarnating and being on this planet at this time with me. We have so much work to do, don't we, my loves? Okay, darlings. The world, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and this heart drop. When we talk about I know, it's like taking deep breath, okay? When we talk about the world as a mirror, when you are radiating from a heart-centered place, when you are expanding from this heart-centered place, when you are becoming, and that you are becoming this kind of being in the world can't help but reciprocate that energy out. It's like your heart chakras are like whoa, 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 and they're like radiating. But there's also an openness to it. And I want you guys, if you don't know what a fractal is, I want you guys to look it up, because it's like your heart centers are turning into, what you're becoming is this sort of like heart, this like, there's this fractal energy, which is both always going, it's like always going out and always coming in at the same time. And it's infinite. It's infinite. And that you guys really are both magnetizing to you and able to receive, because you're open in this fractal way, but you're also radiating, radiating, radiating at the same time. It's a paradox. It's happening. And you can embrace and understand a paradox from a heart-centered place. Don't try to understand it in a linear, rational, intellectual way. That's what makes it a paradox, my darlings. But I know, oh, I'm hearing from my pile twos, you feel this is happening as well. Also, like, you know, rose quartz, aventurine, jade, all of the stone, any stone that supports your heart right now, you guys want to, I'm hearing for a lot of you, you want to wear one or carry one. For some of you, I'm hearing you want to sleep near one, and you want to meditate with them, and also do heart chakra work. Okay, breathing on this is so big. I feel my own heart center like really being activated. Like I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling you, my pile twos. So again, we already talked here, just the Six of Cups came out and this message was very direct. Some of the people around you are seeing you now opening to a new level of being and having an openness, and where you can actually receive some love and some kindnesses from them that they have been wanting to bring to you, but they've been waiting for the right time, and they are seeing now and perceiving that now is the right time, that you are able to actually receive. And that you are able to actually receive because, again, there's this self-created energy to this heart drop. It's really about like when you, yeah, I love this image. Okay, Spirit, this is really funny. I'm getting an image of when you're sitting in like a lazy boy, you know, like a chair, and you, if they have that, you know, that arm that you pull it back and then like the feet come out and you sort of drop into that like next level of relaxation, that you guys are dropping into your heart-centered way of being as this, like that. It's like thunk, and it's something you're doing for yourselves, and the Nine of Pentacles really speaks to that, and it's about like kicking back to receive now, because there's no more pushing, there's no more trying, there's no more being so hard. You're like dropping into allowing yourself, and it's like those lazy boy is gonna just like get into the stream of things, and it's going to just float on down river, and that you're allowed to go down river now. You are allowed to go with the flow. You don't have to control things as much anymore. And it is that openness, that opening, that opening, that opening, that's so magnetic and yet so loving at the same time. And the abundance and the sovereignty that's going to come from that completeness, and also from knowing, I'm hearing that you are unconditionally loved by the universe. I'm hearing that you are actually manifesting from a heart-centered connection to your spirit teams. Oh yeah, they're so glad too. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're like, yes. And that you're becoming someone who trusts yourselves, trusts your spirit team, and trusts the universe. So that you're manifesting, you're like picking up these pentacles, you're like doing the things, but they're downstream, okay? So it's not so hard for you. You have kicked in to that, like slipping back into, dropping into that that really beautiful heart-centered place, and it is the center of your being, and it is coming out of the fruits of what have been for you guys a little bit of like of like laboring, that you've gone those paths, the Knight of Pentacle paths of like, you've worked really hard, you've worked really hard, you've worked really hard. There's nothing wrong with some really good hard work. Like sometimes it's deeply, deeply satisfying. Your body needs it, your soul needs it. We love to do it. And it only gets you so far. So that in order to come to this place where you're like in this sort of joyful repose, and your investments are like they're reaping returns, and these are material investments in terms of relationships, in terms of health, in terms of so many different beautiful, beautiful things, that like that it's not that you shy away from hard work or you're never going to do hard work again. It's just that you're going to know when it's time for that and when it isn't, and you're not going to wear yourselves out anymore. Now, I'm hearing for a lot of you, my pile twos, that people see that you've worked really hard. People see also that you've been like brave, that like allowing yourselves to drop into the sort of heart-centered knowing is crucial. But people also see that it is this openness, that this relinquishing of control and this incredible trust and faith that you have in your teams is really what's getting you to sort of this next level of this life of abundance and pleasure. And that it is a kind of beautiful, beautiful completion and a leveling up. The world is the final card. It's of the major arcana. After the world, we go back to the beginning with the Fool, okay? So they're seeing you guys are really enjoying this fullness, this completeness, like really being here in this beautiful, beautiful way. They recognize it and they're like, oh, can I just get in on that? And the way the people that the way the people that are coming through in this reading, the people that you're asking about want to get in on this, is like they just want to give to you too. Like this magnetism is irresistible. And again, like nobody is questioning that you deserve it. Like it's like people really see you again as someone who is a hard worker, someone who is diligent, someone who shows up, and someone who is beautiful and generous themselves, someone who is compassionate. So people are really like, hearing that the people really feel like you deserve this, and can they give you more? It's kind of like if you've done like a really good, when someone's done a performer, and then they like, people are throwing roses at them and giving them bouquets after the performance. It's like that. People want to come forward and continue to congratulate and give you things. And that I'm hearing that this is going to go on for a little while. I'm hearing that there's been a bit of a backlog, and I'm hearing that some people have really been waiting in the wings for you to come to this place, for you to really be in this leveling up, and then allow yourselves that sort of to step into receiving mode. I'm hearing that, like you guys, like, yeah, 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 okay. Beautiful. All right, your spirit team's like, more. I'm like, I got it. Okay. So we're going to look here over the Prism Oracle for you, my pile twos. More. It's like, what is more than the world? The Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Heart Drop card. Wow, pile twos. Just wow. Yeah, people for the most part are really impressed. I'm also hearing, and this is true with pile one as well, which makes me so happy, that you guys are so generous and loving, so in a heart-centered place in your way of being, who you're becoming, that it's just the vibrational frequency of people who would cause problems for you, people who would envy you, they're just not around. It's almost like, yeah, it's like there's this incredible aura of protection around you now because you're so heart-centered. And I'm like, oh my God, look at the rack on her. Okay. So, oh my God, Kylan. Anyway, it's like you have this incredible aura of protection around you, and then you've got your spirit team, and they've got you, and it's like, it's just the negativity is just not able to get through that. And furthermore, people can feel that you're protected. They're not choosing you when yeah, I'm hearing like about that, how like when people are choosing someone to pick on, or someone who has like a victim mentality or on an unconscious level is thinks that they're they deserve they have guilt or shame or that frequency, a predator person will pick on that person. And you guys, inside of your heart-centered place of like unconditional love, are really able to receive this unconditional love from your spirit team, from the self to the self, from the universe. And that is really making you not at the frequency of someone that people would choose as a victim. Like, you're so out of any victim mentality. Like, it's just no way. And shame and blame and guilt, like, these are not, you guys just don't entertain these anymore. Like, they literally, if they fly into your zone here, it's just like, oh, you know, like, that's just it's just a fly, it's just out. And they're out. And mostly that, again, those energies, they're just bouncing right off of this incredible aura. I mean, you guys, this is gorgeous. Who are you becoming? Wow. You're becoming enlightened. I mean, you're becoming a luminous being is what I'm hearing. And that people, it's undeniable. And it's true, you know, even if people can't consciously like read auras or what have you, everyone feels on some level when someone with a golden aura who is inside of an unconditional love bubble for themselves and others and recognizes that as the sort of core frequency of the universe, right? That is an enlightenment. And people feel that, they feel it. So this is, people are really feeling this from you, even if they're not consciously, they can't put their finger on it. And they just want to give to you because they know you're going to take anything that you're given here and continue to give back. Again, you deserve it. You deserve it. Intuition. What are we talking about? Dropping into that heart-centered place. I mean, that is heart-centered knowing. That is wisdom. You guys are like getting it. Also, can we just talk about this graphic? That's hot. That'd be like a really nice tattoo. Okay. As an aside. Wow. Balance. Yes. Again, what we say at the beginning of this, right, is that heart-centered place in the chakra, in the 7 chakra system of the human body, of the machine, that is the centered place of being. You guys are starting to reside there. The intellect is in service of your heart-centered way of being. Your root chakra, your material well-being, you know, is in service of the heart-centered way of being. Your navel chakra, your ability to get out there and like do stuff, you know, with the sunshine of the soul, is in service to your heart-centered way of being. Your communication in your throat, your manifestation from your third eye, your creativity from your sacral, all of that is in service of your centered, heart-centered being. You have really dropped into that, and it is so, so solid. Beautiful. Okay. Like I'm telling you guys too, like here's the thing too that your spirit team really wants you to know. You're irresistible right now. Is this in becoming this energy? It's so magnetic, and people are just going to want to give to you and give to you and give to you, and they're also going to see this sort of wholeness and completeness. They're also going to perceive on even on unconscious levels your golden freaking luminous aura, and this incredible way of being, and your sovereignty, and that yeah, yes, okay, yeah. Spirit is saying that yes, okay. They're so funny. They're like, you want to capitalize on it. But what they mean is that like you really can relax into receiving in this becoming. That there's, I'm hearing for you, my pile twos, that there's a bit of a backlog again, which is why this card was the first to come out and sort of predominant and early message in this reading is that there's a backlog. So really like people are seeing that, and a lot of people are like they owe you, that it's just like that's that karmic energetic backlog, that there's been a lot of energy out on your part, and that energy is returning now, and people are very, very happy to return it. Creativity, like it just doesn't like it doesn't get better than this. What the what? And strength. Pile twos, who are you? Who are you? What? Yeah, just okay, divine feather messengers from your spirit team. Pile twos. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, people, they really think that you are you just deserve everything good that's coming to you. It's just no one is begrudging you this. No one. Okay. The magpie wanted to come out for sure. And the meadowlark. Okay. Wow, beautiful pile twos. Beautiful, beautiful. Now is the time. Sink it in. Type in pile two. I receive it. And oh my God, receive this up leveling. Receive this timeline so that you really can walk it, my loves. And do this heart-centered work. Drop in, kick back, receive, receive. It was like the messiest, most ridiculous shuffling, but it worked. We have two. Here we got them. The dove, of course, and the hummingbird. Pile twos, my beauties. Look at you. The meadowlark. Smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Yes. Ah, that it really is that drop in it. Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Absolutely. And again, your spirit team is in with this message. Yeah. Oh, and they're saying that, by the way, that you guys are being, yeah, people are really watching you closely because your energy is becoming so radiant, and because that heart centering is so such a grounded in the body balanced energy, and it's so radiant, okay, but grounded in the body and balance. Like you can see here, the like the strength of the foundation of really locating the self and being in that heart-centered place. Okay, it radiates, but it's like it's so solid. And again, it's because it's that hub of the wheel. And you guys from this place really get to kick back and know if you want to work really hard on something because that's satisfying for you, that's fine. But that this is a downhill ride now. It's more like it's downstream. It's really, it's like in the flow of abundance of this Nine of Pentacles, in the flow of the unfolding of the unconditional love that the universe has for you in that co-creative place. Inside of that, you can really kick back. So in terms of reevaluating your priorities, the more you clear from anything that's in the way of that stream of the flow, the more what you really want and what you really need can just come to you. And again, what they really see, what people are really seeing is that like they want to give to you. It's like that you're in a receiving mode, and some people are picking this up intellectually and some people are seeing it, and that it's just that you deserve it, that you really deserve this the manifestation miracles that are starting to come for you because of who you're becoming and how you're becoming and what you're becoming. So so much of what you no longer need, and I'm also hearing you no longer need guilt and shame and blame. So lose those. Seriously, when those show up, it's like bye-bye. No, my beautiful doves. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. Yes, that is that just kick back into that peace, and release, my hummingbirds, what you have been carrying, and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Wow. Yes, it really is. This pathway is just going to get clearer and clearer. You get to release so much now and just relax into this receiving heart-centered way of being. Beautiful pile twos. I so hope you typed in pile two. I receive it. I hope you receive this message into your body through your thumbs and fingertips because it works. You can also listen to this again, take a walk, do a dance, make a meal, like sink it into your body on that kinesthetic level. Help this up leveling. Okay, my darlings, get this message. This is where it is at for you, my pile twos. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe, hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss a reading. I'm posting a little bit irregularly, but I am posting. My dream life is unfolding, so I've got lots of things going on, but I'm figuring out when I can get to you as much as possible, my beautiful YouTube beauties, so that I can give you messages like this. I mean, what? Who gets this? You do, pile twos. You are amazing. This is such gorgeousness. I love this for you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Dropping into that heart space, pile twos. Truly, you are unconditionally so very loving and loved. Hello, hello, my pile threes. Ooh, my abundance baby is like, look at this. What are you becoming? You're becoming rich. Now, that being said, are there many ways to be rich? Are there many facets to an abundant life? Yes. So is this about money? Obviously. Yes, this is about money, but it is more about material well-being, okay? This is also about health. This is also about beautiful relationships. This is also about being in places that you love, okay? This is also about good feng shui. Like really, this is about good energy and the flow of energy. I tend to think of abundance, and that this is part of my feng shui background, but I do tend to think of abundance as being in the flow of abundance, right? Because what's crucial about being abundant, and this is something that I'm getting, you guys are getting, which is why, again, this sort of overflow of this cup is that there is a constant, there is incoming, and then there is like being with, and then there is outgoing. And this flow of abundance, this overflowing cup, it's crucial that like you're tapped into source energy, because it really is that which comes down and manifests and then overflows so you can be generous, and so the energy keeps moving, right? So you're an overflowing cup. So really, my darlings, pile threes, not only are you like becoming abundant, you are becoming abundance. I really want you guys, I really want you guys, your spirit teams are talking now. I'm like, Kylan's just a vehicle. But like seriously, you guys, you are not becoming abundant. You are becoming abundance itself. Get that. That is phenomenally beautiful. And it also really embraces, because you are embracing the flow, the movement, the overflow of all things. It doesn't stagnate. When someone is given, and then they take it all in, and then they like keep it, you know, that's not being abundance. That's not abundant even. That's like hoarding a whole bunch to yourself. And that is a very impoverished state when you are afraid of losing what you have, such that it keeps you outside of the joys of overflow, the joys of expansion, the joys of growth, and you are not tapped into that source that ever provides and continues to provide. That is not abundance. That is a form of impoverishment. That is a lockdown. That is a stagnant place. And that is not who you're becoming, my pile threes. So Spirit really wants you guys to get at this incredible unlocking of flow that you are stepping into. This is what you're becoming. Spirit is also saying for a whole bunch of you, my pile threes, that like that message was a game changer, and they want you to they want you to maybe rewind and just listen to that little intro again. Okay. Okay, let's have a look over here at this Secret Dakini Oracle, my first ever Oracle deck. It's based on the tarot a little bit loosely, but yeah, oh my god, I love this deck. This deck is amazing. I got this deck 30 years ago. Hi, welcome to Kylinlight if you're new, and welcome back, my darling Kylinlights, my dearests. I love you so much. Yes, I have been reading tarot for 30 years. I know, and you're like, what? How old are you? I am about to turn 50. I know, it's like half a century. It's freaking awesome. Talk about overflow. I did this thing where I'm like, I'm going to do a huge birthday celebration for myself because I deserve it, and I think it will be really fun for the human beings that I have the connections with that were able to they're going to be able to join me. So maybe I think I might be posting about that on YouTube. Anyway, manifesting dreams. It's fun. And if it's not overflowing, it's not fun. If you're holding on to whatever you get, like for fear of losing it, you're not sharing it, you're not having fun with it, you're not free with it, you're not tapped into its infinite replenishment. Yeah, that's not abundance. That's something else. Oh, this wants to go over here like this. Ooh, the riddle. Oh, okay, wow. Oh, I get it. So people see you starting to tap into this flow. They see you being free with what you have, and they see that generating more. And it goes against like, oh, you have to save everything, or you have to da da da. It goes against a lot of a lot of common ideas that are actually limiting beliefs about abundance. And it's an absolute mystery to them. They're watching you and they're like, wait, what? And I'm hearing that a lot of people are perceiving you guys in this becoming as like just lucky. And they don't get something you guys are starting to really get, which is that you make your luck. You're attuning to the vibrational frequency of abundance, of generosity, and generosity toward the self as others. By the way, that doesn't mean you give away everything you get. You're this cup, my loves. You got to let yourselves be full. You got to put your oxygen mask on first, right? You give away, you overflow, and that's different. Other people are welcome to what spills out naturally of your cup, which is getting fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller. But you guys deserve your generosity as much as anybody else. So you're generous with yourselves, you're generous with others. How does that generate more abundance? You are high vibing. You are really stepping onto this path of living your dreams. Okay, love it. Now remember, your spirit team comes here for your highest possible timeline. They come to me for what's available to you at the moment. Now that this is able, that you guys, my pile threes, are able to unlock this at this time, that this is a possibility for you guys to really become this, like, that's massive. There are people who go through lifetimes and they never get this. So this is available to you right now. So like your spirit teams, some of your ancestors are like, listen up. Okay, I love that. But yeah, it's a total mystery. People are watching you and they're like, wait, what? And yeah, it's magic. It's freaking magic. Oh, centering the present. Yeah. So this really is about you guys being able to get that there is no holding on to anything. Everything is impermanent, and that time is an illusion. So if you are living in the present moment, this doesn't mean that you are living and you aren't investing in the future. Okay, and actually saving is a form of investing, right? Saving is a way of knowing that you know what you need as a safety net in order to feel comfortable enough. Saving is like filling up and filling up so that then you can get to that overflow, right? So there are people who are like, oh, I have to save for a rainy day. Absolutely not. You have to save for your own comfort level so you can be in the vibrational frequency of financial abundance. Now, there are some people who will never attain the vibrational frequency of financial abundance. Those would be people who have a lot of money and are really, really worried about losing it, and they hoard it and they're not generous with it, okay? Those are people who are outside of the present moment and are living in a low vibrational frequency creation of a future that is scarce. So they're actually living in scarcity because there is no future. So their present moment is their concern of scarcity, and they are therefore deeply impoverished no matter how much money they have. Now, my loves, you are really getting that when you keep presencing financial abundance, when you keep presencing your infinite connection to source, people are going to be like, wait, what are they doing? And you are going to just be role modeling this for now. Spirit is saying, don't worry that the people around you, the people you're asking about, don't get it. Don't worry about that because you are demonstrating something to them. You are proving, okay, you are like standing on proving ground, and that being in the present moment again and again and again and understanding how this mechanism works. Divine source, infinite divine energy is guiding you on your path of abundance, on your realization of your dreams. And again, abundance is health and healthy relationships, healthy communication, being healthy in your physical body. You can live in a studio apartment and have it feel spacious and like your castle, your refuge. You can have in that studio apartment 3 pieces of furniture, which I'm going feng shui here, but seriously, it is a 3D manifestation board. It is your little piece of paradise. You can make where you are now paradise with what you have, and there are infinite resources for you to do that, my loves. Time is a form of abundance. If you have created a life where you have some time, like the fact that like I can do my work and travel is a form of abundance for me. That's not right for everybody, but it's a form of abundance for me. So you guys really keep wanting to center and presence what is abundance for you. I'm also hearing pile threes that one of the things that's the magic for you guys and is going to continue to work on filling the cup, and overflowing, overflowing, overflowing. People, by the way, aren't just like, wait, what? A lot of people are like, wow, like really, you're doing a whole new thing, and it's going to transform their lives for those of them that really stick with it and watch you, and then finally start to tap into what you guys are tapping into. Is that like you guys gratitude lists that your spirit team wants a whole bunch of you, my pile threes, to wake up every day, and before you do anything, grab a journal and write down what you're grateful for that morning. And if you're like, if the overflow, if you guys are so tapped in the present moment to your overflow that those lists are going to take 20 minutes to write, they're going to be like 5 pages long, your spirit team's saying you could just pick your 3 top things every morning and just be grateful for them. They're saying you can also do this practice right before you go to bed. You know, however many things you want to write, you can even just have it be 3 things you're grateful for morning and night, and that practice in and of itself is going to generate more and more abundance and more present moment awareness of the incredible connection you guys have to source. Spirit team is literally like, pile threes, you're the kind of people who are going to get ecstatic when you drink a glass of clean drinking water that just came out of the sink where you are, or out of the filter that you have, because you recognize that clean drinking water is gold. Like, it's like that you get to live a life ecstatic for like all the things and all the money. Like the money comes to that. Like really, like you will always have enough if you're inside of that vibrational frequency, inside of that in the present moment. Wow. Pile threes, loving this, loving what you're becoming. Oh my gosh, we gotta hang. You're my people. You're my people. Yes. Tree spirit Yakshi. Okay. This card is like the energy of, it's like the card of earthing. It's also an incredible manifestation card, and it's really like so much about you guys bringing down to earth this source connection here, okay, this incredible abundance and this evergreen. And this is the thing about, again, about it being evergreen, okay, you guys, is that it's that connection to source. It is infinite, that you will always have what you need. You will always be able to find, or it will find you what you need. And that in the present moment, if you keep just being like, what is there for me to do today? What is there for me to do today? That you will continue to then create the most beautiful future. And inside of the what is there for me to do today, and a whole bunch of appreciation for what is present, you're manifesting and manifesting and manifesting. And those investments in your joy, in where you are now and what you are doing, are going to grow and grow and grow. And they are going to be evergreen, my loves. Ah, and seriously, okay, again, the message I just keep getting is like, people are watching you and they're like, wait, whoa, wow, what? Like, they're amazed by you, that you guys are not only going to be living examples of the law of attraction, of manifestation, of how it works, you're also going to be living examples of living abundantly in the flow of abundance outside of space and time. You're also going to be living examples of what's possible here on earth and the paradise that we can manifest by by really seeing beyond the illusions of space and time, and really getting that like all of the abundance, all of the flow of abundance there ever is or ever will be only happens in the present moment. You can only be grateful for it. You can only enjoy it. You can only plant seeds in the present moment. They can only grow in the present moment. That it always is a next new present moment. And that's where everything to be experienced, everything to be had happens. Seriously, you guys are just like, ugh, it's just like it's happening for you. It's happening for you. And and I want to say it's happening because of you. Your spirit team really wants you guys to acknowledge yourselves. And that's part of this sort of like, again, so lucky, but you are making your luck. You are making your luck by being putting energy out, by investing in yourselves and what brings you joy, by sharing when you experience overflow, by enjoying the ability to share, by being grateful for things big and small, and really by like, again, it's they're so into this word investing. Okay, your spirit teams, my pile threes, really want you guys. Okay, one more card. Ah, it's so great. Okay, I love that. This is okay, so clear. Your spirit teams really want you, my pile threes, to get that there really is no such thing as spending. There's just investing. And once you get whether or not you're investing wisely, and there's all kinds of different ways to do that. There are people who will advise never order food delivery when you're tired. You always push through and cook yourself a meal so you save money that way. And it's like, in general, it's not great to order food delivery that often because it's a lot more expensive, but also like it impacts your health mostly. You know, most food delivery food is a lot of salt or what have you in it. But sometimes you need that's self-care, right? Like that's nourishing the self. So that's not just spending, it's investing in your mental, emotional, physical, psychological, spiritual health. It's self-love. So really seeing the difference and being able to see the difference between what's self-indulgent and what's self-love, what's spending and what's investing, and really being able to be clear with that with yourselves, and losing, this is the same in pile two, losing any indulgence of guilt, shame, or blame. Absolutely not. You make your luck. You're responsible. You're empowered. Now, is any of this moral? It's actually not. It's really just about what works and what's fun in the present moment for all of humanity. And that's how paradise grows. That's how it's evergreen. Gratitude works. Gratitude feels much better. So go with that. It's not because you should be grateful. Like, nonsense. You feel the right things. They feel right and good. It's not that they are right or they are good. You vibe it out for yourselves. My high vibe pile three is like you overflowers. And people are like, wait, what? But isn't it like, didn't the Bible say? And da 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 da. It's like the Bible says all kinds of things. Like find the interpretations that from a heart-centered place of centered knowing work for you, my guys. Like seriously. Because this way of being is going to be good for everyone around you, this overspilling, and again, this learning how to manifest in this way, in the present moment, evergreen. Planting seeds, some will grow, some won't grow there, and you're investing, you're vibing it out. And this is totally bananas to most people, okay? This is what we're getting at. This is so counter the limiting beliefs and the upbringing around abundance that most people in our culture have had. And so this is about a lot of reprogramming here, and people are like, wait, what? How? Woo, huh? Oh, they're just lucky. Or like, show me, tell me, who are you learning from? Who are your mentors? Who are your coaches? It's just going to be turning things on its head. But like, check it out, you guys. Like, we're talking about paradise here. We're talking about fun. We're talking about delights. We're talking about nourishment, okay? Like, bananas, they're good, and they're good for you too. So like, seriously, my darlings, this is about the fruits, enjoying the fruits of this earthly existence and nourishing yourselves and others with them as well. Beautiful, true abundance. True abundance is who you're becoming. And this mystery that you are, this turning of things on its head for other people, they are going to learn from you. You are teachers and leaders, if like quite literally, or just by example. All right, okay, the holographic tarot wants to clarify a little bit more. Okay, wow, pile threes. Love you guys. Like seriously, let's party. Yeah, come for my birthday. I'm going to Greek islands, which is a dream of mine, and I had a whole trip scheduled before the pandemic. And you know, talk about luck. You guys, every single thing that I had scheduled, I was like, this is unlucky and you know, whatever, and I was disappointed. But I know that I make my luck, and I know that the universe loves me unconditionally, and I know that source provides infinitely. And you know, that whole trip got canceled, obviously. everything got refunded. One of the things, a bunch of ferry tickets took some years to get refunded. And I just looked at it like, I was like, well, if they are just going to give me credit for the ferry tickets, that just means I have to plan a trip to the Greek islands when we can finally go, so I can use my credit. And then eventually, even, you know, you let go and you trust the universe, and then all of that got refunded as well. And now, with all of that refunding and things starting to open up again, and the excuse of my big birthday coming up, I rented a big house for my friends and family, and there's like an infinity pool overlooking the sea, and like, are we gonna go enjoy that overflow? Abso-freaking-lutely. And you guys, it's just, this is how it works. You guys get to demonstrate that for people, and there are a lot of people who are like, wait, how, what? And yeah, and by the way, to those my beautiful friends and family, and anyone who's listening to this is like, what? Well, how come I'm not going to Greece? I love you all, and the house is full. Like, it's like literally, it's like, I'm renting a house in Greece, and it was like full in an instant. There's something like, I don't, like 22 people or something. I don't even know. Like, oh my gosh, and it's just going to be so much fun. Oh my God. Justice. Yeah. So again, this is this thing with energy out, energy in. This is the natural balance of things, my loves. This is about you guys making your luck. This is like when you are grateful, when you are presencing, when you tap into infinite flow, and when you get that there's abundance in so many areas of your life. So you're not in an imbalanced, diseased state, right? It's not like money, 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 money all the time. Like, there are other things to work on and cultivate, and you can vibe out in your present moment awareness what there really is for you to invest in and grow. Sometimes that's more your relationships. Sometimes that's more your physical health and well-being. Sometimes that's more about creating spaciousness and time, right? Like, all of it, it's like you don't have to do all of it at the same time. And this natural balance of justice in the nature of nature works these things out for you and with you. And as you get into that flow as well, you are becoming someone who can sit knowing everything will balance itself out. That is the nature of nature. And again, people watch that and they're like, aren't you stressed? Aren't you worried? And you're like, no, because I know what I've done. I know what I'm doing. You know, I know it will work out for me. And this is an opportunity to really ingest the mantra, everything is always working out for me. It's like, if you just write that down, everything is always working out for me. And this is about the workings of justice, okay? Again, it's that process. It's that we don't stagnate in the flow of abundance, and the balance of nature, the balance of the physics of things doesn't stagnate. Law of abundance, law of attraction is not stagnant. It's flow. It's flow. So everything is always working out for me, for you, pile threes. Because the star, yeah, your hopes, your dreams, everything you're always going for, never forget them. Like, really, you are allowed to focus on them in the present moment. And like, look at the geometries here, like how much harmony there is here with the Shri and this. That's incredible. This, by the way, is the yantra for receiving. So, I mean, really, it's like you can't receive anything outside of the present moment. It could come to you, but if you're not present to it, if you're not like with it at that time, it's like you missed it. And that's the thing about luck as well. There are plenty of people out there who are lucky, who have abundance, but if they don't see it, if they don't receive it, they're not perceiving it, it's kind of like you don't have it. Ace of Cups, look, the overflow. Ugh, and this is this overflow of love. This is what I'm talking about. You guys seriously are getting the abundance on all the levels. You are becoming someone who understands this. It's just you, okay? This is so beautiful. My pile threes. Oh my gosh. My guys, these readings, I can't even, you blow me away. You know, I've been guided by Spirit to do my readings a little bit more. Oh, these are like the same thing. Okay, this is so interesting. I've been guided to do my readings a little bit more intuitively when I move to do them. And oh my, it's like even more powerful what's coming through. And that is that thing about listening to that guidance, right? No matter what, other people are like, no, you always have to post on the same thing. And it's just like, well, I'm being guided to do something else right now. And you guys are allowed to work that way too and see what happens. Now, the hangman energy is like when things get kind of like held up, or they're paused. But what I'm actually seeing here is this incredible mirroring of the Hangman energy and this totally bananas card. So what's actually speaking to is that you guys are turning around what your programming was, that you are reprogramming limiting beliefs, that you guys are stepping into a new way, a new approach, a new way of being. And it looks to other people like it's upside down, like you've just got it upside down. But you guys look at the illumination here, okay? This character is like hanging out and they're getting it. They're really, really getting it. This is also that thing about, this idea of sacrifice is that it's really that energy out, energy in, and that sort of justice thing. So I'm hearing that you guys have in the past, you're coming out of a place where you have thought that where you've been over giving, or that you've thought that you have to save and save and save and save, and you've been denying your present moment and your joy and your overflow and your experience of enjoying the present moment to a point where it's been impoverishment. So for some of you, my pile threes, you've built up quite a savings, but it's a savings, it's not an investment, and that's the difference. Okay, so Spirit really wants you guys to turn around some of the old programming around abundance and to really step into a more present moment abundance. And they're not saying that you should spend everything and go crazy. What they're saying is that how we've been told it is, how we've been told that abundance is generated, is not necessarily what works at all. And it's certainly it's not necessarily what works for a truly abundant, joyful life where you're receiving to the point where you overflow, my loves. And then the giving is effortless and it's natural. It's so natural. Yeah, and people are just like, what? And they're gonna watch this work. You are proving ground. You are proving ground. Okay. The Divine Feather Messengers wants to talk. These are your angels. And this is a great time to sync this into your bodies. My pile threes. So type in pile 3. I receive it. You put this message through your thumbs and your fingertips. It's kinesthetic learning. It goes through your nervous system up into your neural pathways. It's super hot, really works. It's true. It's true, my guys. It's science. Oh, okay, who have we got here? This is a bit much. This is a lot. Well, abundance. What are you going to do? Okay, abundant angel messages for my pile threes, of course. I love it. I love you, beauties. The Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. Bam. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. I'm getting that's very direct for some of you, my pile threes, so that there's an opportunity coming and it's gonna take something. It's gonna be a real investment and it's going to go counter to your programming to play it safe. And Spirit is saying that this new creative venture, you'll know, and with the inherent wisdom that's emerging, you'll know to take action. And Spirit is also saying, by the way, that that is a crucial element in the centering in the present for you, my darlings, is that to get that that investing in stuff is not without risk, but that the more you're centering in the present, the more you're doing the sort of grounding work, the more you're connected to your spirit team through the star, and the more you trust the sort of natural balance of justice, the more you will be tapping into that intuitive guidance, so that you'll know what opportunities are yours to take and what isn't. I'll give you an example. 20 years ago, I had $1,000 showed up. And it was a time in my life when $1,000 was like a lot of money, and I really could have used it for many, many things. But I received the intuitive guidance to invest it in Amazon. And whatever mixed feelings you may have about Amazon, we used it a lot, and I find Amazon pretty useful. So I invested that money, and it was a risk for me. It was against my sort of intuitive sense of I should use this money for rent, or I should use this for that. And it was an intuitive guidance. And you guys, that money was always for my daughter. That was what I was guided to do. And it helped to pay for a huge amount of her college education, her university education. So I share this with you guys just to say that you are learning more and more to trust this inherent wisdom. And when creative venture, this creative venture presents itself, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts more with your investing, your time, your energy, your creativity, and your money. Because, my loves, this is going to look a little bit upside down to a lot of people. It's going to be a turning around of a lot of your programming. Trust your gut, even if other people are like, what? Trust, 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 trust. It always balances out. And if the returns don't necessarily come from that one thing, they're going to come from something else, like related to it, or just from the energy related to it. Duck, find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Yes, yes, yes. Again, this is gratitude for simple things, for things small and great, and your spirit team is all around you. Falcon, use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. Darlings, seriously, you use your keen perception and skill. Like, you got to trust. You got to trust yourselves now. This overflow, this moment is here. This is who you are becoming. Whatever other people may think, forget it. It's a riddle to them. They'll figure it out if it's on their path in this lifetime. It is on your path in this lifetime. This pathway is accessible to you. You can step on this incredibly abundant timeline. Turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Don't you guys worry about becoming greedy monsters. You guys are natural overflowers. Meadowlark, smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Yes, and this is the thing about smiling in response to what they think about what you're doing and who you're becoming, right? Is that you get to smile like with the knowledge of that justice will be done, that the star is you are guided by your higher self and your spirit team. Okay, you get to continue to stay grounded in the present, knowing that like your tree will grow. Okay, that you were planting seeds, you're tilling the soil, but there's also the work of nature, the work of time. You guys can kick back and trust. Okay, you can hang here and you can smile, you can turn things upside down, and you can know that you are going to be nourished. Okay, and this is part of this inner discovery, finding your own way, finding your own guides, finding your own counsel. And I'm hearing for some of you, my pile threes, that like you really do, like maybe some of the investments you want to make are actually in like abundance coaching, like working directly with someone who will help you reprogram limiting beliefs and old ways of doing things. Spirit wants me to leave you guys with this really important idea. If you're doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results, that is insane and it's never going to work. So you guys really do need to try some new things, turn some things on their head, try some new approaches, and that it is in fact in this new approach that you guys will become you are becoming these abundant overflowing beings, and that abundance can take form in so many different areas of your life before you see it necessarily as just financial. Okay, so like really treasure the abundance you already have, invest in that as well, grow all of that beautiful, beautiful abundance. My pile threes, I so hope you're sinking this in. I hope that you typed in pile 3, I receive it, put it through your thumbs and your fingertips, through your nervous system, into your body, into your neural pathways. You can also listen to this again, take a walk, eat some food, do a dance, whatever will put it into your body. Receive, receive, receive. And pile 3s, if this is resonating, you feel me, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss my readings. I am uploading a little bit less. I'm always doing Fridays. I'm really committed to that. And then there's like Sundays, maybe Wednesdays. I'm feeling it out, trying to find out what works, but I will keep showing up for you, my loves. Now you keep showing up for you, my loves. Your spirit teams are here. They are with me. You have got this beautiful, beautiful abundance. And like they think they don't know what you're doing, but you're going to show them. You are going to, and it's not like I'm going to show you. It's like you are lighting a way forward. You are reprogramming some old scarcity stuff that has not served humanity on this planet, and this planet is moving into this abundance frequency, and you guys get to be in the forefront of that. You get to be brave and take on leadership. That is gorgeous. Pile threes, I am grateful to you. Thank you for being who you are on this planet right now, and just know you've got this. Let's all take a deep breath. Pile threes, beautiful, beautiful becoming. Know that you are and overflowing source yourselves. And you are so very loved. Hello, hello, my beautiful pile fours. Oh my gosh, my Phoenix beauties. Look at this card. Look at it. Okay, seriously, who are you becoming? Badass pile fours. Like, okay, straight up. This is ultimately like about divine cosmic union of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and the realization of the jewel of the self. The phoenix rising from the flames really is that, like, either your feminine or your masculine energies, sometimes both, have really been through it, and that you've able to come into the divine manifestation of both of those, whole and complete within the self, such that you're a person who has truly learned to balance their energies such that they have wings and like a crown and are radiant, and then also really do get to experience, but from a place of like spiritual uplift, all of the pleasures of life. You're able to connect with, and this represents, like, this is obviously connecting with other human beings, but this is about connecting with anything. It's like connecting with the food you eat, connecting with the air, with the sea, connecting with, it's really connecting with like your physical being in a spiritual way, so that everything becomes sacred. This is like about the sort of it's like the sacred and the profane coming together, such that it's like it's all uplifted, and then there's like this incredible realization. And I'm getting for you, my pile four, is that in becoming someone who really gets this, you're learning to embrace being on this planet in an uplifted way, that you are becoming like the way makers, the light seers, the torch bearers, that you are becoming angels on earth, that you are becoming guides, because you really get that there is that what's possible on this planet. Okay, and like people, you've burned through all of this sort of like BS around, like, oh, that, like, you know, you shouldn't enjoy this, or like that, you know, it's like da 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 da. You've really come through onto the other side of understanding that, like, the pleasures of life are here to be part of the bliss fulfilling, wish fulfilling, luminous being that there is to experience on this planet, and that it's all a gift. But that if you're attached to any of it, then you become you become weighed down by and like burdened by it, and it owns you. And you guys are actually owning your earthly existence. Wow. Hello, channeled message. I'm like, what did I just even say? Like, spirit was like, wow, pile fours, wow. Okay, can I just say it again? Wow. Okay, what do people think about you? Well, Kylan thinks like, holy goodness, like, you're amazing. So what you guys are becoming is like next level human beings. Like, that's it. Like, I mean, so rare. You're a really rare bunch. I'm gonna guess that a whole, like, not actually that many of you selected pile four. That's because this is like, wow. Can I just also like say hi and welcome to my channel if you're new. Like, who are you? And if you're returning, well, of course, you know, it's like the clearer message. Oh gosh, hold on a second. Oh wow, a little piece of pollen just was like, I'm going in there. I'm going in. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in Florida, you guys, and it's like, it's so verdant and so luscious, and also like, ooh, there's a lot of pollen in the air. Anyway, oh my gosh, your spirit teams just keep telling me that they're like, we come to you, Kylan, to get your viewers onto their highest possible timelines. That's what your channel is all about. So any of you that were drawn here, that were drawn to this reading and are listening to this reading right now, like, you are people who are vibrating at that frequency and have a resonance with really getting on your highest possible timelines, walking the path of your highest good. And always, because we're interconnected, that is for the highest good of all beings. So I thank you for being here. And as always, I thank your spirit teams, and I honor them for being here as well, and for allowing me to be the conduit of such uplifted messaging. I mean, Wow, what a blessing. What an incredible gift. And we're going to use the transparent tarot, and it just wants a really big fat shuffle right now, so I'm going for that, okay? I'm going for that, my loves. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. My Phoenix Beauties, pile 4. Ooh, Queen of Swords, that's hot. Oh, 6 of Swords. Okay, you guys are like, yeah, you guys are moving on. Okay. Moving on. And you're moving on with the swords energy, which again, when it was the first thing I said, I was like, you are badass. Like, yeah, this is clear. Check her out. Oh, the 6 of Cups for you as well. That came out, I think, with pile 2. So we have 6, 6, and a Queen. Okay. And the Phoenix is a 1 and a 9, and that's a 10, which is a 1, but also it's a completion. So again, it's ascension. This card also relates to the Judgment card of the tarot, which is about answering a call and ascending. So yeah, I'm like, F yeah, pile 4s. Just go you, beauties. Oh, and the High Priestesses. Well, like, of course. Yeah, this Phoenix from the Flame, this Phoenix from the Flame energy, like that your capacity, what I'm hearing is that you guys, what you're becoming is someone who is actually realizing their capacity. That like, yeah, okay. First of all, also we have 2, 6, and 6. So we have 12 and 2, which is 14, which adds up to a 5. That's a number of change, but it's also a number of the 10 over here in the Phoenix 1 and 9. So like really, this is like this change, this transformation. And by the way, Phoenix is a mythological like metaphor for transformation. Like it's like the phoenix from the flame, like it is emerging out of one thing into a new being. So it's that arising, like the Judgment card, but it's also got that incredible transformation of like the symbology of, say, like a butterfly, for example. Okay, so there is this profound change, this incredible transformation, from which you guys are really leveling up in sovereignty, and then also in like this just a whole and completeness of your being. Now, the first thing I'm hearing and I'm seeing is that my High Priestess beauties, you're building this new being out of this foundation of your deep intuitive knowing. And that people have really see you as this kind of priestess energy, and they're really getting again that this ability, what you're going to be demonstrating and who you're becoming, that like every little thing is sacred, like every that you see the sacred and can embody the sacred and be with the sacred, right? Connect with and commune with the sacred in every little earthly thing. So they really see you guys in this priestess energy. Now, don't get gendered and hung up on that if you're not female identifying. If you are male identifying and embodying the energy of the High Priestess, I mean, my dudes, like that is what this is all talking about in terms of that union between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So like that is going on. Similarly, the intuitive knowing of the High Priestess, what I'm getting is that is foundational, that has been core for you, that is at the base of who you're becoming. And now this Queen of Swords energy is this sort of intellectual, communicative, active, dynamic, yang, masculine way of being, okay? So this is actually the divine feminine energy in the divine masculine energy of the intellect, of the rationale, of the linear pathway, of the head-centered knowing, okay? And a head, like it's like it's like being grounded in your intellect. I like to say heart-centered with regard to everything, because when we are most in balance, we are heart-centered, and the High Priestess really gets that, and that's foundational. But you have been able to move your energies up now powerfully into this divine masculine energy over here, and you are embodying it inside of the divine feminine. So it's really is using the intellect for the good of the heart, from the heart-centered place of being. It's really beautiful. So if you can see that, like, I hope you guys can see this, and if this is just me being like way too much of an artist, but like can you feel how the energy of this coupling here, and even the colors, like she's in this dark blue with this light blue of this moon, and this Buddha is a dark blue, and his Dakini consort is this light blue of the moon again. And so it's like, it's really is this harmonizing, this coming together of these two energies, and the incredible, I mean, you can feel the power of who you're becoming here as well, and the wholeness and the balance of it. Now people are really seeing this, and they're just like, whoa, like this is super intense. Now some people you have walked away from, some people are going to also be moving away from you. They're not going to be able to be with this energy. So depending on who or how many people you're asking about and what they think, there are some people who just think like, whoa, this is too much, okay? And to completely balance that out, there are a whole bunch of people who are just going to be like, this is a long time coming. I'm so grateful for them. They are now ready to receive what I've been wanting to give them and share with them. So there are people who have been waiting for you guys to do this leveling up, and they're like in the wings, and they're ready, and they are going to be coming forth. And what Spirit is saying is that like they are the perfect balancing of the people who will be leaving. And in fact, that you are leaving some people and some people are leaving you, and that is creating space for these people to come in. So it really is going to be this incredible, like this is your boat. Okay? And in your boat are these people who are leaving and these people who are coming. And the people who are coming towards you, I mean, like, who would you rather have in your space, right? It's just like, it's so beautiful, and it's so right, and it's so time, and it's just so much incredible uplifted balance. And ultimately with the Six of Cups, I mean, there's a return of love. It's a very, very tender and very, very sweet offering. But also that, yeah. Spirit is saying that's a boon card for you guys. So it really is, there's people who have been waiting for you guys to do this leveling up, and you're here. Like you are becoming this next level human being, this fully realized, you know, like just so fully realized again in the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I am hearing, of course, for some of you guys as well, that the Six of Cups, sometimes it's a soulmate card. So again, that your soulmate, that the person who mirrors this whole incompleteness. So this would be about you being complete in your divine feminine, divine masculine energies, and really balancing those two. Again, that like incredible priestess, intuitive knowing, that heart-centered way of being. And then the, with the cutting clarity, and really the clarity, the lucidity of the divine masculine energy of the swords, and being that queen of swords. And this is really about like, it's almost like you are, yes. Okay, sorry. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God, Spirit, I love it. You are stepping into lucid dreaming in your life, so that you really do see the simulation reality as most people know it, as a dream, and you are lucid dreaming through it, and you now understand, like really you see the miraculous in the manifestation, and then you're also empowered in your abilities to manifest and co-create inside of the simulation, inside the holodeck of the world, and that you can really bring dreams to life, and that this lucid dreaming, this beautiful harmony of the soul, is going to attract other people on that level. So for some of you, the soulmate energy of the Six of Cups is not only, people who are meeting you at that level and coming, and there's like gifts and boons and energy coming back to you, energy that you put out, and it's coming back to you again in the space of other people who do not vibe at this frequency, leaving your space, so that you make space for these other people to come in. But for some of you, this really is like a soulmate, like this is partnership coming in as well. So it's, I mean, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay. The Prism Oracle wants to talk to you guys as well. Pile fours, you're hot. You are like, oh my God, this Phoenix, come on. Wow, I love it. And I can't even, you guys are lucid dreaming in this life now. Like that's it. Like you just get it. And I'm like the power, but seriously, the power of that. And it's really more about, I prefer, and yeah, Spirit's like, yes, we prefer this kind of, this is good. Okay. The word empowerment to talking about power, because power isn't really a thing in and of itself. It's a way of being. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Spirit's saying that you guys are stepping into your empowerment. And obviously that is powerful. You will be, you know, full of an experience of power and your empowerment, but it's really, it's about, I'm hearing manifestation prowess. Like, I love these little terms they give me. Like, they're so amazing. I don't think like DJ names. No, so it's not. I think DJ manifestation prowess is probably not a good DJ name. Okay, scratch that. Unless it is. I don't know. What do I know? Okay, I'm just channeling. I just work here. Oh, peace. Beautiful. Beautiful. And again, oh, the wings, the wings. Your souls have been, whatever this flame is that you guys are emerging from, you know, whatever that energy that it is that's been, that you're sort of burning. I'm hearing also it's like you're burning it away. Like it's like that again, it's a sort of making space. That the piece of this this new way of being, the piece of being lucid in the dream of life, the piece of really seeing the sacred in all things. So it's like this is a rock. To a lot of people, they're just like, this is a rock. And to you, it's like it's an entity. It has energy. It is, and now for me too. I'm like, hey money, hi, love you. But seriously, like you guys are starting to see through the fabric of existence and see into the energy beneath and behind and inside of all matter. Do you know that like particles, as people have thought of them, don't really exist? There's just fields of energy. Cool, right? Ooh, comfort. Yeah, peace, comfort. Oh, this is nice up leveling. Like you think this is so intense. And this is the thing about a lot of people who can't be with this energy and are leaving this space. They're actually, they're just not ready. Oh, that's so interesting. They're just not ready to be beyond the drama. Wow. Wow. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be beyond the drama. It's just so nice. It's delicious. It's so beautiful. I love this for you. I love this. And like people don't, they don't get it, but it's okay. Because a bunch of people do get it, right? Like it's that, and that's the main thing about like, what do they think? Yeah, there's really two camps here with you guys. And that makes sense given the sort of merging of the duality energy here and how who you're becoming. Is that like it's like you're okay with the illusion of duality because you understand that underneath it all is this peace, is this harmony, and you have a comfort level with whatever. So you guys are really going to be at peace. You're going to be comfortable with it, like energy out and energy in, and then it ebbs and it flows and it comes and it goes because you understand that the waves come in and the waves go out and the tide comes in and the tide comes out, and none of that is like it's not the ocean. Like you guys get the ocean of it all. And the waves coming in and going out don't bother you. And similarly, the people in your life, it's just you're going to have a comfort level with it and you're going to be at peace with it. Whatever they think, cleanse. Yeah, this is really is like, this is again, and the fire burns away. Like I was saying, like it just burns away what's no longer in alignment with you, what's no longer in resonance with you. This vibrational, you're going to be vibing very, very high. I'm also hearing that people, it's going to be quality over quantity for you. So there's going to be a lot of people who are low vibe that used to sort of hang around or come around or show up, and there might be a lot of clearing out, a lot of cleansing of that, but that it's okay because it's going to make space for bigger characters, people with bigger energy that actually match and meet your energy, and that you're going to feel, again, in a lot of comfort and a lot of peace, but you're also going to feel like cleared out of a bunch of sort of like, you know, people that have drama, people that are low vibing, people that gossip, people that are just taking up your time, your space, your energy. You don't have time for that anymore because you're like divine. Pile fours. You are becoming divine. Again, angels on earth. You are becoming divine beings. And on this planet. Like, freaking wow. And thank you. Really thank you for being here with me and with us, because more of this, please. Like, more of this, please. Okay, your angels want to talk with your divine feather messengers. So now is the time. Ooh, that was quick. Now is the time at kylinlight when I say you want to sink this into your body, right? Type in pile 4, I receive it. Or you can listen to this again, take a walk, do a dance, make some food, whatever. But if you just type in pile 4, I receive it, it puts the message into your body through your nerve endings in your fingers. It travels up your nervous system and into your neural pathways. That is kinesthetic learning. Oof, perfect for you. Perfect. Peacock's inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. That came out in another reading as well. So if you guys, by the way, if you guys were gravitating toward other readings, like, yeah, go for it. There might be more information or other facets to your up-leveling too, and particularly as well around this information around like what other people are thinking and feeling about who you're becoming. And it's really also, just so you know, your spirit team is saying, for most of the people who are going to be clearing out or, you know, cleansing out of your space, your personal space, your personal life, they're not going to be leaving with hard feelings. It's going to be a very natural, because again, because of this divine up-leveled energy, it's going to be a very natural sort of clearing out. It's like because you're not participating in any drama, so even if they were trying to sort of stir it up, you'll just be like, you know, no, you'll have your communication, you'll be very, very clear here with the Queen of Swords, you know, and it'll be that kind of thing. You just say to people like, no, it's okay, I get it, like, you don't want to do that, or you don't want to work on that, or you're moving out. Like literally a roommate could be like, I'm moving out, and expect a whole big blow up and drama, and you're just like, okay, you know, like um like really the comfort and the peace that you guys are embodying inside of your power is such a it's like such a trifecta of incredible energy, incredible being, so much balance. White Swan, power of divine grace is within you. Well, hell yes. I mean, hell yes! Pile 4s, you are freaking gorgeous. I so hope you put this in your bodies. You received it. Type in pile 4. I receive it. And if you're feeling me, if you're feeling this, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a reading. I'm committing to that on Fridays. I'm working out Sundays, Wednesdays, maybe both. I don't know. My life is big. My life is beautiful. And I'm figuring out how to show up for you on YouTube because it's so important. Your spirit teams really come to me with these special messages for up leveling you on your highest possible timeline, that this is possible for you right now. My pile force is absolutely extraordinary. You are an extraordinary being on this planet. I mean, divine. I'm just blown away. It's amazing. Pile 4s, please, please receive this. Feel the love. No, no. Truly, you are so very appreciated and so very loved.